What in the hell? Do I have this one on private? Public. Let me do my pop-out. Pop-out chat. There we go. That's what I want right there, my pop-out chat. That's kind of huge, though. Let me minimize it down a little bit. I like that better. All right. What does this mean? Top chats. Some visible, potential spam may not be visible to others. Live chat, all messages are visible. I'm going to see how this new pop-out works. I haven't used it before. I think you'll be fine. I hope so. I think it'll be just fine. We popped out. Pop out. Pop out. We pop out, we pop in. That's not going to get in the way of too much stuff there. We leave that right there. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Is the connection good? Chris W. Okay, good. We have some people coming in now. All right. Correguis worked out for me nicely. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good. How are you, ma'am? How's it going? I need to jump out to scene 2 so I can look that up. Let me do that right now. All right. Very good. All right. What is the what's the ticker symbol on it, Chris? Where did my pop-out go? Where did it go? This isn't good. Sorry guys, I'm having technical difficulties. We're only going to improve from here, I think. Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay, stream is good. All right, cool. So let's check out CARG. Let's check it out quick. Car Gurus, yeah. Okay, so Chris, I actually talked about this stock in my subscriber homework video the other night. And so, yeah, that's a very tempting stock to pick up. Has a real good chart. Where did you buy in at? What price did you get in at? This isn't going to work. Okay, I'm having too many problems. I'm just going to do the normal chat. What price did you get in Cargat? I really like that. I like them. I'm not going to buy any, but I could definitely see myself getting interested in it. I'm buying a car from it this weekend at 51. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for coming. So tonight I wanted to do a 3 stocks to own for October of 2018. So these are stocks that I'm going to be buying over the next month. And they're stocks that I'm interested in owning, like I said, over the duration of the next month. I'm going to be picking up shares if I haven't already picked up shares or adding to a position. And I wanted to do this live so I can get some interaction and some ideas from everybody. You know, I want some feedback from everybody. So I'm going to just take 10-15 minutes here and go over the 3 stocks I'm going to be buying over the next month, kind of touch on them, give you my reasons for doing so, and then we will move to some comments and some other things. So, real quick, give me just 1 second here. All right, so the first stock I'm going to be buying more shares of, guys, is GDX. So let me back up here. GDX. Okay, so this is the Van Eck Vectors Gold Miners ETF. Okay, this stock, well, actually it's ETF. It trends parallel to the price of gold. Okay, and they have a lot of really good gold stocks in their portfolio, a lot of really good holdings. It's about a 0.5% on your expense ratio. You get close to a 1% dividend yield, so not much of a dividend. But the importance of gold in your portfolio right now, where the market is at all-time highs and we're running so high, gold is a great risk protection play. Okay, and I've always been real bullish on gold, as far as always have some in your portfolio, always. The only time you don't want to have any is when the market has crashed, because that's when gold will skyrocket. Okay, so when the value of the dollar is dropped dramatically, everything is weighted by the price of gold. Okay, that's why I want you to have gold in your portfolio. The one I like the best, there's a lot of gold stocks I like. Now I'm going to go over here to Tip Ranks, and I'm going to show you some of the companies that they own. And there's some really exciting stuff going on in gold right now. So they got Newmont, they got Barrick Gold, and Rand Gold, Royal Gold. All these are really good individual gold stocks to own. Now, there was some big news in the gold industry today, and I'm going to get that to you as well. Sorry, I'm a little off tonight. Just bear with me, it's going to get good. Okay, so yes, Barrick Gold actually bought Rand's Gold. So, check this out, guys. This company right here, ABX, they just bought out Rand Gold right here, Resources Limited, okay, for $18 billion, and now they are the world's largest gold miner. Okay, so that's another reason I just love this ETF. Okay, that actually happened today, or the news come out about that today. That's just another reason I'm in love with this ETF. They have Newmont, they have Gold Corp. There's another little gold stock I play. It's ticker symbol KGC. That's the Kinross Gold Corporation. But all I'm really getting at is, let me get back here on the Yahoo Finance and show you what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to pull up the 5-year chart on this stock right here. So this is the 5-year chart on GDX. This is the ETF right here, okay? Right here, this is the price of gold over the past 5 years. Okay, and you can see just how closely these stocks or these price patterns trend together. Okay, we got to a high in 2016. I remember when the market was pulling back, this stock went up a little bit. If you want to go deeper, if you want to go further, this used to be a $50, $60 ETF. Okay, that, like I said, as the economy has grown and gotten so much stronger, gold tends to weaken as the dollar gains more value, the gold actually becomes less valuable. But on a 5-year chart, we are hitting some real low points right now. Even over a 5-year period, it's been lower here and there, but for the most part, over the past 5 years, we are hitting a real low in gold. So right now is a great time to be adding to your position, any position you have. Same thing here with the price of gold. Over the past couple of weeks, it's down. I mean, these are prices, like I said, we were seeing 7, 8, 9, almost 10 years ago, okay? So this is the gold ETF I play. It's one of them. Like I said, I like several of them. Barrick is one that, like I said, I like. And they made a big acquisition. Now they're the biggest gold miner in the world. Super excited about that. That is going to be the first position, the first stock I want to buy in October, okay? Now let's move on over to number 2, and that is Square. So, what a day for Square. What an absolute day for Square. So I got a text earlier in the day. Someone was asking me if I seen the price movement in Amazon. And I looked, Amazon run up about $40, 40 points today. I was really super excited about that. And then I got another text from somebody else asking me if I seen Square. And I'll be honest with you, after about 1 o'clock, I kind of tuned out. I was done trading for the day. I bought into some positions. I made a couple trades during the day, and I did not pay any attention. But by the end of the trading day, Square was up to $95. So in one day, this stock run 10%. And I'm a long-term holder on Square. I know I've got a lot of people that come to the chats. They also love Square. Now, how do I want to play this stock throughout the course of October is do not wake up tomorrow morning and buy shares at 95 bucks. You know, if you did, I wouldn't be mad at you. If you got up tomorrow morning and bought Square at $95, I wouldn't be mad at you. Ironically, the video I released a couple of days ago about Square, I put the $100 price target on it. It's, call it whatever you want to call it. But since I released that video, a lot of people have come out and upgraded Square to a strong buy and gave it a $100 price target too. I find that very interesting. But, I'm still about $4.09 away from my price target. If and when it hits $100 a share, it could very well hit it tomorrow, depending on market conditions. But when Square hits $100 a share, I kind of feel like going back and doing more analysis and then trying to target it up some more, possibly back. But right now, I am very, very bullish on Square. I think on any weakness, you try to pick up a few shares. So we had opportunities over the last week. We had a lot of opportunities. We had 84, 85, 83, and then like I said, right here, the market got strong. There was some sector rotation, and boom, it took off, and you got 10% in one day. So I say buy Square on any weakness. And if you want to buy calls, I'm totally comfortable buying calls. I would not short. I would not short here because you have to look. There just is not very many opportunities to short this stock. You might be able to short it here at 95 because this is uncharted territory. This is an all-time high. But take that risk in your own hands. I'm not going to. It's too risky. It could be up over $100, $105 tomorrow. Okay? And then the third stock I want to buy for the month of October, guys, and I've mentioned this one quite a bit too, but it's Take-Two Interactive, okay? So ticker symbol TTWO. So here's my reasoning behind Take-Two Interactive, okay? So over the past year, it's traded very good. It's had some low spots, a lot of buying opportunities. If you haven't, the shares are kind of expensive, $135 a piece. If you have an M1 finance portfolio, I would start trying to move some funds over to Take-Two Interactive. And this is an anticipatory play on Red Dead Redemption 2. So, this stock is still pretty low volume. It's not seeing a lot of trading volatility. It's not seeing a lot of price movement right now. It's just trading very steady, kind of sideways. Here just a little while back, you could have got in, run $110, $113 a share. And it's just, like I said, it's not really seeing a lot of movement. Still very low volume. Okay, and I'm also going to tell you this: Red Dead Redemption 2 is getting released on October 26th. That also, it might make the stock run a little bit artificially, but that's not what we're waiting for. What we're waiting for with Take-Two Interactive is the Q4 earnings report. And I will probably live stream those earnings too, because it won't be until Q4 earnings report that we will be able to see the Red Dead Redemption numbers hit the books. So that goes for their online, that goes for their streaming packages, and that goes for game sales. So this is an anticipatory play. I anticipate big things from Red Dead Redemption 2. Go out, do your own research, do your own due diligence, read up on it. You got to kind of understand the background of Rockstar Games and their dominance to fully grasp how important this is for Take-Two Interactive. But guys, this company don't make games to fail. They make games to keep you there for 5 years or longer. They did it with Grand Theft Auto 5. They're going to do it with Red Dead. And then even then, it's a great stock to buy as it moves towards Grand Theft Auto 6. So we're just anticipating, Q4 earnings, and then, like Q1 2019, Q2 2019, all that's going to kind of be baked in. But I think they can really beat on EPS good, and I think they'll beat on revenues good. And the thing about it, I made a video on Take-Two, but I'm just going to do a quick shakedown on the fundamentals. This is one of the best fundamental companies out there on the market. And I'm going to show you right here why I think that. So let me get right to business here. So the margins are all positive. They're good. The quarterly earnings growth, 18%, that's pretty good. But here is what I love so much about Take-Two Interactive right here. $1.1 billion of cash and $5.23 million of debt. Okay, I just love that. I am in love with it. Okay, and this is a very efficient company with a huge game coming, really 2 huge games coming very soon, and it's low volume. It's not getting a lot of trading volatility, so definitely be buying in. So I want GDX. I want to be picking up shares of GDX on any weakness. I want to pick up shares of Square on any weakness, and I want to pick up shares of Take-Two Interactive just whenever. Like I said, if it's a little expensive for you, you have an M1 Finance portfolio, I would set off a 7 or 8, maybe 10% position for Take-Two Interactive, because it's going to be very disruptive very soon, and you're going to want to own that stock going into Q4 earnings. All right, let's take some comments. All right, Chris W. Okay, so Chris, you're into Carg. WWE, look at WWE and Activision, please. I will do that. I will do it. I tell you what. Let's see what else we got going here. I will come back to that, and we'll talk about WWE and Activision. Very bullish on Activision. WWE is running like crazy. All right, so is it seasonal? Is what seasonal? I'm not understanding what you're asking, Chris. Medina, yo, all right, Medina. Dashiko, Smarter Investing. Hey, buddy, hey, how you doing? They killed it today. I know, Square, 10% gain, 10% gain. Okay, and I look across my portfolio and I think, man, I wish I had even more money than I do in Square, but very exciting day. 10%, man, in one trading day, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, like champagne bottle, here we go. It's going to keep doing it if it hits 100. Yeah, I think it hits 100 pretty soon. I think we're going to see it very soon. And probably tomorrow. Maybe not. Market might be ugly. Might be all beat up tomorrow morning. But I think we're going to see 100 really soon. Like I said, I would not be mad at anybody if they woke up tomorrow morning and took a position at $95. I'm not going to be mad at you. If any of y'all send me a text in the morning and say, man, I picked up Square at 95, I'm going to give you a little text high five, okay? Like, good job, buddy. What percent of your portfolio will you dedicate to Take Two? 7 to 10%. I want a big piece of Take Two as we go into quarter four, okay? Now, that don't mean run out and do it. Sorry, my iTunes is being weird. That don't mean run out and do it, but yeah, I would want to have 7 to 10% in Take Two, and I'd want to keep building that position up on any weakness because it's very low volume. It's not seeing, you know, shorts aren't hitting it. The longs aren't really hitting it. It's just not getting traded a lot right now. So it's a total anticipation play. And just remember, Red Dead's coming out in October, so the numbers won't register. The quarter four numbers will not be through the system until, you know, Q4 2018. I don't know what earnings report that is, but I will stay plugged in and keep everybody updated. Did not realize they had that much money. Yeah. And here's the thing: if you find an internet company or a software company that has more money than they do debt, that is almost unbelievable. I mean, there's not very many companies out there that have more cash than debt. And if you find them, honestly, 99% of the time they're a good buy, unless the product they sell and the product they offer is just in no demand. So, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be highly in demand. Grand Theft Auto 6, highly in demand. So all my gamers out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know you're going to be playing that thing for the next 4 to 5 years. And then when Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out, you're going to be playing that for the next 4 to 5 years. So let's see what we got. Chris W. Take Two has the micro purchases with GTA 5. Yeah, look what they did with GTA 5. Let's go back to Take Two. Let's look at the 5-year chart. So Grand Theft Auto 5 got released in 2013. I believe it was December of 2013. So let me try to find December 2013 on here somewhere. So we're about 5 years ago. So see, Take Two was still in the teens when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. It was still a less than $20. You know, like I said, I'm guesstimating here. I might be a little short, I might be a little long, but it was, you know, you'd have 600+% return, you know, if you would have bought Take Two when Grand Theft Auto 5 come out. So you just can't go wrong there. And I realize Take Two has the micro purchase. Tony Batu, hey Tony, Tony, I covered some stocks for you in the homework folder. So I looked at Cardinal Health and I looked at a couple others. If you get time and want to go over there and check that out. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, Tony? What have you been trading all week? Chris W. The gold stocks, are they seasonal? No, they're not really seasonal. Here, we'll look at the 5-year pricing of gold. So they tend to dip down when the market's really, really super strong. Okay? And then they tend to increase a bit when the market steps off a bit. That's kind of a vague reference. That's kind of vague. Like, I'm not telling you the whole story there. Gold just kind of does its own thing. You know, but even over a 10-year period, you could still get gold, you know, at $741 an ounce, like I said, 10 years ago. So the value does continue to increase, and you want to look at the all-time chart, you know, it definitely holds its value, and it does increase, especially into that last recession in 2008. It really jumped, and the next 2 or 3 years it got really high. So it hit its all-time high in 2011. That would not be a good time to be buying gold. That'd be a good time to sell it. All right. Peter, thanks for the stock analysis, man. I appreciate it for SFIX, FTNT, and Match. Yes, sir. Thank you. And like I said, I will. I know WWE and Activision Blizzard were both, so I'm going to go ahead and write those down for homework because I'm I'll just go ahead and tell you I'm very bullish on Activision Blizzard. WWE, I love the chart. I think it's going to keep going, but I'm a little scared of it. But I'm all done with my homework, so I'm ready for some more. So load me up, guys. Okay, Medina, what percent of GDX will you recommend for your portfolio? I'm close to finishing my M1 finance. I would start with about 5%. Like I said, the gold has pulled back. It's really cheap. These stocks and ETFs are really cheap right now. So yeah, I want a pretty good holding. I want to keep leave some money on the side. Don't go all in here at this position. I want some money off to the side, so I can keep picking up shares whenever it gets cheap. That's just how you got to play it. You know, if you get a good 10% fall off, or you get 5%, or like I said, it dips down real low like it is right now. So we'll just look over the past year. You see, GDX was 23, 22, 24, 25, pretty much all year long, and now it's dipped down into the teens, 17. So I picked up some at 17. I picked up some at 18. I have no problems picking up shares here. But what this is, Medina, the purpose of GDX and the purpose of gold stocks is this: it's risk protection against a crash. Okay, so everything being weighted against the dollar. In the unfortunate case of a stock market crash, GDX is actually going to go up in value because everything will start being weighted behind the value of gold if a stock market crash was to happen. That's why you got to have it in your portfolio. Virgil! All right, Virgil's here. Hi, Jeff. I need some help learning to read stock reports. Where could I look for help? Well, right here, in these live chats and in my videos, it was a good place to start. I tell you, Virgil, get the just a good place to start, a good place to start kind of wrapping your head around it is Yahoo Finance. You can download the Yahoo Finance app on your phone and just start looking around. And like I said, ask questions. We can talk pretty much any time about it, anytime you need to learn something, and I'll help you. If you want to come back to a live chat, however you want to do it. But just download the app and start kind of going through stuff. Find some companies that you're familiar with, like Apple or Google. Start with the big mega cap companies, and just one little bite at a time. Just try to learn a little bit at a time. It's like, Rome didn't get built overnight, and neither is stock market knowledge. It's a non-stop educational process. But Yahoo Finance is a good place to start. Just use it, use the app, start a watch list. Like I said, pick a couple companies you're interested in, throw them on a watch list, start watching their price movement. When you have questions, come and ask me. The reason I asked was looking at GDX trend line. I am like, hey, I understood your reasoning, like dollar goes up, gold comes down. But yeah, I just see a general decline. That's right. That's right. And as long as the market's strong, gold's not really going to do good. So this is like I said, it's risk protection. So every time GDX or really any good gold ETF starts pulling back really hard, just be prepared to pick up a little bit. I at least, I wouldn't say if you're going to dedicate 5% of your portfolio to gold, don't go all in here. Maybe just 2% right now or 3%, and just slowly kind of add to it, because the price of gold does not move like stocks do. It's just on a kind of a general decline over the past year. You're exactly right. GTA 5 made Rockstar millions. GTA 5 made Rockstar billions, buddy. If Red Dead even does like half, that is a good buy. Yeah, absolutely. And I know I can hype these things all day. Like my friend Josh, he's probably going to get mad at me, but Nintendo. Okay, so Nintendo now is discounting a lot of their top games. They're discounting them way down. My opinion is, here's why. Nintendo is not going to have Red Dead Redemption on their console. Okay? So they have to do something competitive to be able to try and continue to compete once Red Dead is released. They have to be able to compete. They have to be able to go into Red Dead Redemption. You know, like I said, Sony and Microsoft, they've got it, and that's very bullish for both of those companies. But Take-Two Interactive, it's just, there's only so much time in the day. There's only so many consoles made, and so many people own them. And you and me both know Red Dead Redemption is going to be getting played a lot. I think Ubisoft's a good game company as well when it comes to microtransactions. Absolutely. Yeah, Ubisoft. And now Ubisoft is also available on Robinhood too. So that's really cool. You know, I wouldn't have, unless you can afford it, or unless this is just your strategy, I wouldn't have all gaming companies. You know, I wouldn't have Activision, Blizzard, Take-Two, and EA, and Ubisoft, and all these. But on the other hand, those are all great companies. Pretty much all of them. You know, all the gaming companies are great. You know, and even a lot of the mobile gaming companies are great. You know, Glue's doing really good. And Zynga's doing really good too. So you can't go wrong with gaming and artificial intelligence. I made a video about this a while back where I built like a mock portfolio. I probably need to update that. But gaming, virtual reality, it's just going to get more and more and more. It's just going to grow. There's very few things I'm even more bullish on over the next 5 years. Okay? TNDM has been on fire for me. Yes, absolutely. Let's take a look at TNDM. Good one, Tony. Yes, TNDM. It's diabetes. I've been watching this. Tandem Diabetes Care. So, let's look at the, man, the 1 year chart doesn't even do it any justice. Let's just look at the 6 month chart. So this is a $4 to $5 stock that now is up, has hit highs of 52. And has got, so it's a 1,000% return, 978 to 1,000% return in 6 months. So yeah, this is a really, really good stock. I have it on my watch list. I haven't made a purchase yet, but that thing is running. You know, it ran 7% today. So it was a lot of good stuff going on in the market. Let's see, TNDM. Oh, we got a couple TNDMs. All right, where am I? Can you look at leg, MOWBA? All right, homework. Bringing the homework in. You know, and I really enjoy, I just want to go ahead and say this, guys. I really enjoyed doing the homework for y'all. It was just fun. It was just fun to go through each position, kind of plot out where I stand on it, kind of try to understand where you're coming from with it. That was so much fun for me, and I hope it helped you out. I hope it gave you some value. But I really enjoyed that, and that was fun. I did it on a private stream, so nobody could come in the chat room, because I couldn't deal with comments. I had to just focus on all these stocks I was looking at and try to be objective, try to get through them quickly, not spend much time. But I really like Match. Okay, so I haven't took a position in Match yet. I really like the looks of Match. A couple things I don't like about it, but the big picture. And like I said, for an internet company, a very good cash to debt ratio. So I like Match a lot. So Medina, you want me to look at leg, MOWBA? Will do, Miss Medina. How do you just buy one share on M1 Finance? Though it is driving me crazy, would love to go on a red day and just buy specific stocks with money I have on the account, but M1 invest everything. Yeah, M1 is percentage based, okay? So if you wanted to figure out the, you know, like, for example, if you have $500 in your account, $500 of loose cash, you know, you would set your, and a stock was $100, you would set it to like 20% hold. But yeah, it's all percentage based. That's the idea. I think if you just want to buy one share at a time, your best bet would be go with Robinhood. Okay, because Robinhood, you can do zero commission trading, one share at a time. Khan Academy has a lot of really great videos for learning many different things. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll have to check them out sometime. I'm full of the anger of Shin. Little dilly dally. Well, you know, Josh, like me and you were having this conversation the other day, and you made a comment to me. Why is Nintendo doing this? Why are they lowering the prices on all these games already? Why? And I'm just going to be honest. They're anticipating for Red Dead. They're going to have to do something to stay competitive with Red Dead, because Nintendo doesn't have it. And it's just like, shame on you, Nintendo. Shame on you. You know? That my loyalty is more with Sony because they always get the better games, you know, and then the Microsoft guys do too. Nintendo is great for like what we did Saturday night, you know, playing video games with a family. Everybody's sitting around playing video games together and Mario Kart, and the Mario games are a lot of fun, but the really great titles don't ever seem to get to Nintendo. Medina, make sure you turn off your auto deposit on M1 Finance. Yeah, that's a good idea. Tony's got it right there. Yeah, turn off your... I haven't done that yet. Like I said, I have my percentages set where I want them. So, you know, I'm comfortable. When I make a deposit, I want it going to what it's going to. I usually wait till really red days. Like if I have 6 stocks in there, I want at least 5 of them to be red, and then I'll deposit some money in it. Tony Batu, thank you. I heard Red Dead is coming out with new controllers. Yeah, and that's another thing. Red Dead is going to be branded through the teeth. You're going to be able to buy Red Dead everything. You're going to, and you know, all those intellectual rights are going to belong to Rockstar, which belongs to Take-Two Interactive. So, I'm not trying to overhype Red Dead. I just know the power of Rockstar games. I know the power. I know the culture. I know how they target people. They get people to play their games for I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 still has a massive following to this day, you know. Still has a huge following. I don't see Ubisoft on Robinhood. Well, let me check. Because it was supposed to be... I haven't picked up any shares of Ubisoft, but when they started offering all those different stocks here a while back, Ubisoft was mentioned. I guess it's not. I'm not finding it either. Maybe I'll have to look that up, but maybe that is a stock that's going to be coming soon. Okay? I know Nintendo and Tencent, several of those are on there now. But I do remember seeing, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and tackle that now because we're all together. All right, here is a story from CNBC. This was August 28th, so about a month ago. Now let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, doesn't have them. Let's see. 250 ADRs. So names such as Nintendo, Adidas, Blueberry, BMW, and Heineken continue to pop up. Let me try this a different way. Introducing global stocks on Robinhood. Yeah, okay, in the coming months. Okay, here we go right here. In the coming months, we'll also expand the global list with stocks from France, including most frequently searched companies Ubisoft, LVMH, and Michelin. So, it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming soon. Good question. Good question. Keep me on my toes. I appreciate it. All right. Jeff, are you buying any dividend stocks right now? Yes, absolutely. I bought into ABR. I like to add to Verizon Wireless on any pullback. I took a small position in GE at $11. Let me think. Most all the ETFs like MJ and all the ETFs I play, most all of them pay dividends. Yeah, have several dividend positions. Let's see. Let me look at my IRA. I'll try to find a couple good ones in there. Microsoft, they got a good dividend. SPHD, SCHD, I haven't bought much of that lately. And then yen, I'm slowly starting a position on yen. I also short and buy puts in yen as well. But That is a Chinese ETF. They pay a pretty good dividend. So yeah, keep getting those dividends in your account because, you know, GDX, the gold stock I just mentioned, they pay a dividend. Of course, they have an expense ratio, but they do pay a dividend. Shares, definitely 3 or 4 stocks I would like to buy. I think there's going to be a correction over the whole market. Yeah, you know, September was kind of picked as the month to have the big correction. You know, like I said, all we're seeing right now is a lot of sector rotation. We're seeing tech rises up, tech sells off. Banking comes up, banking sells off. You know, transaction and credit goes up, and then it pulls back. You know, it's just it's a lot of sector rotation is what we're seeing right now. Do people still play Zynga games? I don't. I don't play smartphone games because I get too distracted with it. I don't play smartphone games. I used to play Candy Crush years ago, and I played Clash of Clans for a while. But I'm always trading and on YouTube, so I don't play smartphone games anymore. I don't know. I've outgrown it. Maybe I got bad eyes and I can't see as well either. I look at numbers all day long, so the last thing I want to do is just look at a little bitty screen, and I'm just sitting here eating a huge sirloin and stewing about shit. Are you revving up your chainsaw, Josh? You gonna come get me? I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't come between our friendship, man. I would buy Match I would buy Match ASAP, but I feel that FB competition will always be lingering around. That's true. Yeah, and Facebook and Instagram are going to be separating too. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but Instagram is going to separate itself. October of 2018. I had some people from Jeremy's chat the other night. Is going to be cheaper than 160. I stand firmly by that. Facebook get cheaper. They have lowered guidance for the rest of the year. They have, you know, social media is taking a step. I think YouTube is growing and could possibly be the most dominant social media platform soon. So, you know, the traditional social media apps are slowing. Snapchat, what is Snapchat now? Like $9, you know? I'm almost tempted to pick up a few shares. Matter of fact, I got a free share in Robinhood the other day of Snapchat, but boy, Snapchat is a disaster. Let's see, Josh, not angry about Nintendo, LOL. I think Switch is weaker this year, even with Smash. They had top tier Mario and Zelda this year. Way less this year. Yeah, I mean, I just want to be objective with all this stuff. To each their own. I just know how disruptive Red Dead's going to be, okay? And I know, like I said, there's only so many consoles, so many ways you can be plugged in, and I know a huge mass of the gaming is going to go to Red Dead Redemption. And, man, I can't wait to see that Q4 earnings report. I just can't wait. I'll try to be... if I'm still alive, you know, God willing, and I still have a computer and a webcam, I will be definitely be streaming the day Take-Two does Q4 earnings report. Okay, whoa, quit moving around so much, thing. What do you think about SIM stocks? SIM stocks. You know what, Lydia, I wanted to talk to you about something completely different in here. So Lydia has a lot of restaurant stocks. Now, this is just an idea. You don't have to listen to me. You can, you know, you can just say whatever and scratch this idea. But some I was thinking about where you have so many restaurants. I think she has McDonald's and Sonic and Wendy's. No, it's McDonald's, Wendy's, Starbucks, and Yum. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think those are the 4 you have, and you've been talking about wanting to rotate into something else. I think you should slowly start moving some of your funds into Grubhub, okay? I would keep McDonald's because McDonald's is going to represent the Dow Jones Industrial Average better than any of them, but you want some of that NASDAQ power, and Grubhub is flying. Let's take a look at Grubhub. And as much as you love restaurant stocks, I think this is a perfect fit for you right here. Now again, it can go in one ear and out the other. I don't really care. You know, you do what you want. You have certain loyalties and certain brand loyalty there. And you love, I know you love all those companies, but Grubhub is just a monster. And I think it keeps going. I think that the market cap is very undervalued where it's at. You know, it is, let's see, right here. It is a $12 billion company. And, you know, most of the Wall Street experts, you know, this is a $50 billion company. It just hasn't realized it yet. You know, I think Grubhub continues to run. I think we're going to see 200 pretty soon. You know, and so you might get a little bit more growth on the restaurant side of things there. Mario and Zelda last year rather. Yeah. Nintendo is going to I'm very bullish on Nintendo. I think for the long run, I think Nintendo is a beast, you know. I want it in my portfolio. I definitely do. I have shares of Nintendo. And but on the other hand, I think right now, I think if you're going to play the stock market, I think if you could strategically do better in other like Sony, Take-Two Interactive, Microsoft, Activision Blizzard. I'm more bullish on them than I am Nintendo, but I do want Nintendo in my portfolio. You could also look into a gaming ETF where you get all exposure to all those companies. So about Kron and Nike. So yeah, let's see. Kron, I buy MJ. I trade Kron, but I invest in MJ. Okay, I have no problem trading Kron. I have no problem trading Tilray and Namaste and all the weed stocks. You know, I have no problem trading them. But the way I invest is with MJ. I continue. You know, my position at MJ is up about 29%. I'm about to collect some dividends. So Nike pulled back on earnings. They had a good earnings report. I think guidance was lowered a little bit. Probably be a good opportunity to buy some Nike here. Okay. A lot of people are saying this is an outlash to the Colin Kaepernick thing. It has absolutely nothing to do with that because this is Q3 earnings. So this earnings report was before the Kaepernick thing even happened. So that has nothing to do with it at all. They didn't have a bad quarter. They had a really good quarter, but the stock has pulled back a little bit. Let's take a look at that today. I thought about streaming Nike live, but... So see, they pulled back about 3.5% today. I think it's a good opportunity to buy. Nike's a great company, and I'm not going to get into all the political sides of it. But, yeah, Nike on any weakness is a buy. Like I said, this is a Dow Jones stock. The reason it's on there, Dow Jones stock, you know, it's a great company. Has been for years. Say it's coming soon with Ubisoft. Yes. So just, we'll have to just kind of keep our ears and eyes plugged in. But yeah, Ubisoft is coming to Robinhood soon. Where do you buy your individual stocks? I buy my individual stocks on a multitude of different brokers. So Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, M1 Finance. I buy them across all four of those different platforms. Good question. There's a lot of good brokers out there. E-Trade is a good broker. Their commission's a little too high for me. I'm loyal to TD Ameritrade because I came from Scottrade over to TD Ameritrade. I was part of that acquisition. That was some really exciting times for me. And, you know, for the higher level brokers, I like TD Ameritrade. Now, when JP Morgan Chase drops their zero commission trading platform, I'll be all over that thing. How do you feel about REIT? Love it. Real estate's still a great investment, you know. Even if it drops back, you know, most of the real estate plays you'll just buy more of. Uh-oh, my mic got unplugged. Bad connection. Is it sounding again? Let's see. Is the sound working again, guys? I'm down here at the bottom of the comments. Is the sound working again? So it sounds like we had a bad connection for a little while. Well, I hope... okay, mic is working now. Okay, thanks, Tony. So Tony says, right now I'm buying Google, FedEx, and General Mills. Might need to buy some of these gaming companies, Take-Two and Activision Blizzard. I would try to get some in there. I only have Starbucks and McDonald's. I sold Wendy's and Yum. I was watching Grubhub for a while. Okay, good. Good. Excellent. You're always on top of it. McDonald's is my only restaurant play. Yeah, and McDonald's is a good one. Nintendo's a good long-term buy. The post-IOTA leadership is killing it. This year, it is a good time to buy in because they are weak, as they'll be for a few years. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for picking up shares of Nintendo. Weed stocks are scaring me right now. Tilray is a trader's dream, but a long-term investor's nightmare. Yes, okay. Yes, Tony's exactly right. Yeah, a lot of, like I said, here's how I do it. This is, hand in the air. This is how I invest in MJ. None of the other stuff is an investment yet, to me. Okay? Other people, I watch a few channels. I have a few other outlets. There's a lot of people that invest in these companies. They make money off of it. They're doing great with it. But I invest by way of MJ because this is just a sector. This is not the whole portfolio. It's just a sector of the portfolio. So, don't be short-sighted. Don't say, let's go all in on marijuana, because a lot of these companies are going to make it to the other side. A lot of these companies will be bankrupt, It's still too early in the game to tell. Crap, I meant ACBFF, not Cron. Screw Cron, but ABF earnings, though. Yeah. So, yeah, Aurora had their, let's see. I know they had a pretty good earnings report. So, yeah, Aurora Cannabis did have a really good earnings report, or at least a lot better than expected. And they came in a lot better than, I think Wall Street was anticipating just a big flop. They actually did pretty good. So that's a step. That's a step in the right direction. Is it a good investment? Like I said, I play MJ. I'm just stubborn as they get about that. If I wasn't playing MJ, I'd get in GW Pharmaceuticals, because that is a legitimate investment too. They're a much more stable company. They've been around a while, and they've got a lot of groundwork laid for them. Gamers ETF for video games. Yeah, GAMR. Yes, that is a good ETF. Check that out. Working now. Sound good? Good. Okay, good. Sound is good. Anytime I come to one of the streamings, my M1 Finance changes completely. I feel like I should put all my expensive stocks there and dedicate $200 a month to them, buy individual stocks elsewhere. Great idea. Use that opportunity to get involved with, like some of the more expensive ones, like your Google, your Amazon, Netflix, Nvidia, if you want to get in some of those bigger stocks. That's really the purpose. You could buy Berkshire Hathaway, and it's $300,000 a share, so you could buy a piece of that. But the whole idea behind M1 Finance is to get some of those really expensive stocks in your portfolio. Okay. Medina G, that is a great plan. Any other big earnings reports you were going to keep an eye on? Any potential dip plays? Yeah, we're pretty much through earnings right now. Nike reported today. Let me look at the rest of the week. I don't think there's any other big earnings I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Let's just look here. No, there's not really. For the rest of, we got like CarMax and Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not too overly bullish on any of that. there's nothing the rest of this week that I'm like, chomping at the bits about. So we're pretty much through earnings season right now. However, the next earnings, they'll probably start up end of October, 1st of November, and they'll be really super exciting. So, is there any, let's see, Medina, that is a great plan. Any other big earnings reports you guys keep an eye on? Any potential dip plays? And here, I'll even go a bit further. There's a couple other positions too. Let's see. I wouldn't mind, like Nike. Okay, so Nike on the dip, I think that's a pretty good play for the month. Facebook, I don't want to jump in Facebook too heavy right now. Definitely take a position here while it's pulled back. But honestly, like I was saying, I think Facebook's getting cheaper. I think Micron. I want to look at Micron. If it starts getting weak, if it starts getting under $45 or $43 a share, I want to be, I have a position in Micron. I would like to add to it. I think that's a long-term win. I know a lot of day traders hate Micron because it's not doing what they want it to do right now. But so I'm not going to day trade Micron, but as an investor, I definitely want, I want that memory in my portfolio. And Micron's the best way to play memory. Let me think. A couple other positions I wouldn't mind. AMD's a little too hot for me right now. It's hit my price target, so I'm not going to invest heavy in AMD. I'm just going to enjoy those gains. I'd like to see it cool off a little bit. Nvidia's sitting still. It's kind of trading sideways right now. Wouldn't mind picking up, start slowly picking up shares of Disney in anticipation for their, big streaming launch that they plan to do in the next year. So that, yeah, there's a lot of different things that, really interest me right now. Just watch for that sector rotation. When a stock you got your eye on pulls way back, for example, like Square, when Square was in the low 80s, jump on it. You'd have got a 10% gain today. Lydia says, I need to save money for the next earnings season. Yeah? So what do you mean by that, Lydia? You want to save money for the next earnings season to buy stocks that get hammered? Good stocks that get beat down? That's a good idea. Tony says, I get paid Friday thinking about what I should spend it on. So many things. What do you think? Okay, what do you think of CVNA? Let's take a look at it. And then what is it? I sold Square for a nice gain. Oh, you sold Square. Oh, no. No, you should have held it. It's going to go way over 100. CVNA. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at it. So $8 billion market cap. Wow, 271% in 52 weeks. So they got a negative PE ratio. I'm not crazy about that. Let's see. Well, here's a problem I have right here. So they're negative on all their margins. And then they have a 75% short holding on float. Yeah, I can't say I love it statistically. Let's take a look at some of the financials, see what kind of income statement they have. Well, their income is definitely going up. It doesn't move past 2017, though. They are increasing in gross profit. They have negative operating income. I don't know. I'm not loving this thing. Let's take a look at earnings. So they're missing on earnings 2 out of the last 3 times. They got lowered guidance. I don't know where I stand here. Let me look at the chart. And of course, they got the most beautiful chart in the world. I don't know. I have too many stocks like this in my portfolio already that I throw the like Square's one I've thrown the fundamentals out the window on a long time ago because they reinvest every penny they make into their company. But I don't know. That's one I can keep on my watch list and keep an eye on. I don't think I'll be getting in anytime soon, though. Tony should spend it on steaks for me. Yeah, Tony, if you want to buy me steaks or buy everybody steaks, I think, yeah, that would be appreciated. I'm good with that. So if V has a bad earnings, I can get more than one share at a good price. Good call. I don't think Visa's going to have bad earnings, though. They never really do. You might be waiting the rest of your life for that. Lol, I buy it again on the dip. Yeah. Definitely get back in Square and PayPal. I'd love to pick up more Visa and MasterCard. I don't know if those stocks will ever pull back. I know. That's what I'm screaming. You know, man, Visa. Man. Well, guys, I got some homework. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks to look at for homework. I appreciate everybody coming out. Is it back on? Technical difficulties tonight.